Alright guys, welcome back to the second update on Tropical Cyclone Biparjoy. In the Arabian Sea, currently expected to make a landfall in either India or Pakistan as a potential cyclone or maybe a tropical storm strength system. As you can see in the satellite imagery, looking okay. At the minute, it might have a bit of wind shear problems. Again, it's moving at a cruise pace currently. But it's looking okay on the satellite imagery. As you can see, it's got nice convection blowing up in the center. The latest JTWC update, which was around 6 hours ago, had the storm with wind speeds of 120 miles per hour, with gusts up to 150 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 945 millibars, and its peak was 120 miles per hour. It has already reached its peak, and this is the 06Z update from the JTWC. Which was around 6 hours ago from when I was recording this, so it may be a bit weaker now, maybe down to maybe 110, maybe 105 miles per hour. I guess we'll see what the JTWC go in there with their next advisory. Take a look at the estimates here. We've got a big range from the JTWC and ATCF of 120 to deep print or open air all the way down at 75. So we've got a big range of estimates here. Coming in from the satellite estimates. IMD, the officials, going with winds of 105 miles per hour currently for this storm system. ADT 85, AIDT 80, the JTWC and ATCF both going for 120 miles per hour currently. Take a look at the JTWC forecast gun. You can see there the 6Z update, 105 knots, and still at the 18Z update, so expected to have winds of 105 knots. So I guess we'll see if that happens in the 12Z update, which should come out from the ATCF forecast system, but the JTWC can change from that. And you can see the landfall is expected to be in, it looks like on the border nearly between India and Pakistan, that landfall, and then maybe even crossing the border for a few hours probably, and then moving off. But look at that landfall there, maybe winds up to 75 knots on the landfall, so pretty powerful. But I guess we'll just see what the storm wants to do. Like I said before, gusts up to 130 knots, so 150 miles per hour currently in the open oceans. Here's the IMD forecast cone. You can see currently they have it with winds of around 90 knots, taking it around and then into the coastline there. As quite a powerful storm, but much quicker weakening than the JTWC forecast. And they think the storm's peak with winds of 105 miles per hour as it moves onshore with winds of 65 knots, or a very severe cyclonic storm when that storm comes on shore. Take a look at the visible imagery here. You can see some sort of eye feature. I believe that is why the JTWC went with winds of 120 miles per hour. Because on visible imagery you could really clearly see an eye-like feature. You couldn't really see it on our imagery, so I believe that's why they went with 120 mile per hour winds. It's probably a bit weaker now, but like I said before, the JTWC still going with 120. We'll see if they weaken in their next advisory, which I believe is like their 25th advisory now, so a lot of advisories on this storm. This storm is still moving at a cruise pace north, at about 5 or 6 miles per hour. It's moving extremely slowly, but I guess we'll see what this storm wants to do. It's having bouts of intensification and bouts of weakening. It's moving into unfavorable conditions, and it's moving into more favorable conditions, so it can strengthen. Convection, though, throughout its whole life has been pretty consistent, and we're likely going to be seeing maybe a tropical storm or cyclone landfall in either India or Pakistan. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Tropical Cyclone Biparjoy. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next update. Peace out.